Okay, so it's okay, right? Okay, so next another example based on this location. So now here nothing is there, just I'm go on a load, okay, any page or any website or something, okay. So input type equal to button. It's a button text. So whenever I'm clicking on this, I'm going to call the ss function. So inside the ss function, I'm going to have, okay, a syntax called window dot. So window dot location dot assign. So here I'm going to have whatever the path. So sivasoft.in. So now go and check. So our example is okay. So whenever I'm clicking on this, we are going to load sivasoft.in. So that's it. Okay. So this is the way we can work with what? This location concept. So next we are going to have screen. Okay. So location part is completed. Now we are discussing with screen. So screen is nothing. So screen is nothing but just we are going to have we are going to find the width and height of the current browser or current current browser width and height whatever. Okay. So writing window is optional. So writing window is optional and you can write script part anywhere. So now document dot write. Writing window is optional. Screen dot width. Screen dot height. No need to write window. So writing window is optional. Window dot something is optional. So now based on this, we can expect some width and height. So the width and height is 1366 and 768. So how we got this means, this is based on our screen size. Okay, so if you go to browser, right click, screen resolution. So what is my screen resolution? 1366 by 768. So this is the way we can find the screen width and height. Okay, so this is the another one. So next, okay, so I will discuss these two. Just wait for a while. Okay, so screen is completed. Regarding this pop-up, okay, pop-up also we completed. So we are having three pop-up boxes. Three pop-up boxes. Okay, but I explained to you like this: alert something, confirm something. So I wrote like this. So what I said, writing window is optional. So, but as per here to explain, I need to write like this. Nothing is there to explain. Already you are familiar with this. So which one is optional here? Window is writing window is optional. So this also we already completed. Next, timing also we already completed. If you refer the previous examples, okay, set timeout. At the time of page redirection, I discussed about set timeout. And if you want to, at the time of displaying live date and time, okay, I discussed about set interval. So these two also we completed. Okay, but generally window dot timeout, set timeout, window dot set interval, but window is optional. Okay, so now these two are pending. Okay, so now history. Okay, so to explain history concept, okay, to explain the history concept, I'm going to plan some directory here. So I will create that one as JS88, whatever it may be, some directory. So JS88. So inside JS88, I want two HTML files. So I want two HTML files. So this is one file, Control C, Control V, another file. Okay, so two files I'm going to create. So one is index, another one is about, two files, some HTML files. Okay, so now right click, open with a notepad. So here I'm going to have a button, input type equal to button, value back. Whenever I'm clicking on this back button, okay, I'm going to click on, okay, back. Whenever I'm clicking on back button, so it should go back. So it should go back. Okay, so now function. So write the script part. Okay, so what is my function name? Go back. You can write with any name. Predefined syntax is window dot history dot back. So just wait for a while to get a clarification. Okay. So whenever I'm clicking on this, okay, index, so save it, refresh. So whenever I'm clicking on this, so it should get, it should go back. Okay. Go back means a previous page. So just wait for a while to get a clarification on this. So 1 second. Okay, so here I am going to have a text. Window.history, go back. And next I am going to have another example. This is a file which named as about.html. So just Control C to copy. Okay, fine. So whatever it may be, we are having another one. This is the about. So here I'm going to have a button with a name called go forward. Whenever we click on forward, it should go back to forward. So no need to write window dot something. You can write simply history dot forward also, no problem. Okay. Now the concept is I'm going to create an anchor tag ahref equal to, suppose if you are in about, not about, an index ahref equal to about.html. Okay, now check it. I'm going to run index.html file. In index.html file, I'm having a back button, at the same time about page button. So whenever I'm clicking on about page button, 1 second, sorry, to explain the exact concept, better to write in the place of about. So this is the best place to write that link. Okay, so now go and refresh the page. So remove it, index about. Okay, so now first I'm going to visit about.html file. Okay, observe carefully. So whenever I'm clicking on this index, now I am in index. If I get back to previous page, that is about, click on back. Okay, back, and here for. Okay, confusion is this text I did not change. Okay, so now first visit about.html. Okay, so click on index page. Whenever I'm clicking on index page, it goes to index.html. So right now I am in index.html. So right now I am here. So index.html. So click on back. So whenever I'm clicking on back, then it goes to about.html. So whenever I'm clicking on index, so now we are in, okay, so index.html, back, forward. Okay, so forward is not working. 1 second. So index forward. Nothing is there. We need to have both forth, back and forth that page. So with the help of history. index. Okay, so right now we are in about page. In about.html, if I click on index, now I'm went to index. If I click on back, now I went to back. So if I click on forward, it should work. Forward means again it should go get back to the previous page. So go forward, window.history.forward. Yeah, it's correct only, but the mistake is there, spelling mistake. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now see here. First, I am in about.html file. So first I am in about.html file. So whenever I am clicking on index, now I am in index. Right now I am in index page. So I want to get back to some previous history. Okay, back. Next, I want to go to forward. Forward means whatever the index. Okay. So this is the way we can work with what? Window.history. So this is the way we can work with what? Window.history. Are you getting that? Okay. So next, so we are having, okay, navigator. So navigator means which includes what? Complete browser information. Okay, so navigator means it includes what? A complete browser information. Okay, so browser version. So complete information it is going to be have in this particular place. Okay, so now how to get that browser information? So JS 89. So open with Notepad. Okay. So whatever the navigator example that we are going to discuss, everything is predefined, which includes some browser information. You can write the script anywhere inside the head or inside the body. So document dot write navigator dot. Okay, I'm going to write app name. So if you write app name, we will get something, but that is purely predefined. That is purely predefined. Because in this navigator object, okay, it's a browser engine which includes complete information. Okay, so navigator dot app name, navigator dot app code name. Okay, and next even we can find the app version, but whatever the output that we are getting, it's everything is what? Predefined. So I got some information here. App name is Netscape. Actually, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, okay, Safari, all these are all belonging to browsers are belonging to Netscape family. App code name is Mozilla version, whatever we are getting, everything is predefined. Okay, so nothing is there to explain. These are all completely predefined syntaxes. So next, user agent. Okay, so it's a complete, it's actually it includes some dynamic information, okay, versions and everything actually that we are not familiar. Okay, but this is a predefined program, so just I'm going to type, we will get some output. That's it. Navigator dot platform. So it's a Windows 32 platform, some which includes some technical information. Okay, so navigator dot language. So language is en, okay, English. Okay, Right now, okay, we don't know what we are getting here. So, but right now it is saying that it is undefined. Okay, all these are all what predefined, because we are not going to do anything here. Okay, all these are all predefined, which includes complete browser information. Okay, so some issue we need to write. Okay, even online also write this. We'll get something maybe. So Java. Okay, so English we got. What's the problem? So right click, inspect. Navigator dot online is not a function. Okay, regarding online, you should write directly only. Now no issues. Okay, fine. So maybe in my browser, Java is not enabled. Okay, like this, we are having so many. How many means? Okay, initially I discussed one loop. What is that loop? For in loop. What is the use of for in loop? Loop through a properties of an object. Okay, all these are all what? Properties. Navigator is a object. So for any variable, no need to write any var or something, your object name. Okay, so here navigator is an object. In that so many properties are there. Based on that, we are going to get some dynamic data. Maybe, of course, we are not familiar with that, whatever the properties that we are having, but some data we will get. So navigator object main purpose is which includes complete browser information. So what is the use of for in loop? To display the properties. So by seeing the list of the properties, okay, you will have an understand. So many things are there. It's purely dynamic or technical thing. How many properties we are having. So in this, just blindly I showed user agent, language, platform, app version like this. Okay. So we are having so many. Are you getting that? Okay. So which includes complete browser information. So next, what else? So that's it. Okay, so timing we already completed. Okay, and okay, all these things, so these are all comes under what? So BOM, browser object model. Okay, so next target is, so how to create an object. Okay, how to create an object based on new object constructor, adding methods. Okay, closures. Closures we already completed. If you check functions example, in that I discussed about closures. Only the pending concepts are, so these things as well as this formattation. Okay, so now see here how to create a JavaScript object. So regarding pure JavaScript, okay, don't bother about this. Consider it is just like a prerequisites, or even it is going to helpful up to some extent in interviews. Think like that only. We are not going to write even a single line in real time. Why we are not writing it in real time means, okay, even for a small functionality also, you need to write huge lines of code in pure JavaScript. If you do the same thing by using jQuery or Angular, it will take very less time. Nothing but we are writing very less code, simplified syntaxes. Okay. But if you understand JavaScript, then only you will understand jQuery and everything. Okay, fine. So whatever. So now I'm going to discuss how to create a JavaScript object. So first important point you need to remember here is, okay, in JavaScript, we are not having class-based concepts. Okay, but if you go to TypeScript, those who joined for Angular, okay, you will be getting latest Angular 9 version. Okay, but those who joined for till HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, for those people you will not get. Okay, I will show here for your clarification. So those who taken only, okay, UI technologies. So UI technologies means which includes HTML, CSS, JavaScript, basic and advanced. Okay. So those who have taken Angular 9 course, okay, for those people only you are going to get SAS framework, ECMA script, TypeScript. Okay. So we'll cover in Angular 9 or React JS. So based on ECMA script and TypeScript, okay, you are going to have some advanced JavaScript concepts, which includes object-oriented concepts like class. Okay, class name, how to create an object and everything. Okay. But right now our target is only a JavaScript. Okay. So based on this JavaScript, we don't have a class-based object-oriented concepts. Just we are going to have a regular JavaScript concept, how to create object, how to work with properties like that. But those who joined for Angular 9, only for those people, you are going to get a class-based concepts. Okay, if you want to check the course content for SAS, ECMA script and TypeScript, you can click here. So UI technologies plus and Angular 9. So here some additional content is available. Okay. So ECMA script, okay. So there you will be having some advanced concepts, okay, like set, maps and sets, working with class-based object-oriented concepts, promises, which is very, very important, let and cons, arrow functions, all these things, map, reduce, filter, all these things, okay, fine. So TypeScript also. So based on the course that you're going to join. So right now our target is only a pure basic JavaScript. So based on that, I'm discussing some examples here. Okay, fine. So how to create an object in JavaScript? Actually, in pure JavaScript, we don't have class-based object-oriented concepts. Okay, we are going to have always object with prototype. Okay, so JavaScript objects. Again, in JavaScript, each and everything will be considered as what? Object. Already we know this example. So number, string, and then what else? Number, string, math object, date object, this object, document also is an object, window also is an object, even function also is an object, array is an object. In JavaScript, each and everything will be considered as object. Okay. Now, by using JavaScript, we can also create custom objects, nothing but our own objects. So by using JavaScript, we can also create what? Custom objects. Okay. Fine. So custom objects in the sense, okay, for example, I'm going to consider like this. If I consider person is an object, for example, consider person is an object. What are the properties for this an object? For this object, okay, first name, last name, age are called what? Properties. Okay. So object is nothing but your person. What are properties? Properties means where we are going to store some information. In first name, some information will be there. First name is Shiva, last name is Soft, age is something like that. Okay. If you consider laptop is an object, what are the properties? Hard disk, keyboard, all these are all what? Properties. Okay. So if you consider car is an object, so whatever the parts we are having in that, that is called properties. So like this we are going to have. Okay. So JavaScript is a prototype based language. So what is the meaning of prototype? Prototype means object with properties. That's it. We don't have any class based concepts. We don't have any class based. By using JavaScript also, we can create objects. Okay, but we don't have class based concept. Just you need to think up to here only. If you go to ECMA script, ECMAScript is the next level of JavaScript, where it includes class-based concept. Okay, like that. So don't expect everything in this course itself. Okay, fine. So now, whatever. So how to create an object? It's very simple in JavaScript. Okay, pure JavaScript. Script open and script close. Variable, I'm going to have a person first name. So if you write like this, person is an object and these are all what? Properties. First name, what is the value? Shiva. Last name, what is the value? Soft. So next age, I'm going to have something like 10. Okay. So now I'm going to display that. So document dot write person dot first name. So I'm going to display like this. So first name. So break to display in a new name. So next last name and next age. So person dot first name, person dot last name and person dot age. So this is the way we are going to display the information. Okay, so object with properties, nothing but prototype. So this is the way in pure JavaScript we are going to have the object concept, how to create a custom object. So next, same object creation by using a new keyword. Okay, so instead of defining or declaring like this object, so even we can define like this also. Variable person equal to new object. So like this also you can define, okay, by using new object. So whatever the syntax that we are going to write by using new space object, now this person is an what? Object. So this is the way we need to define. So person dot first name, separately you need to write like this. Person dot last name and person dot age. Now displaying as usual. So now we are able to display, okay, directly object declaration or with the help of new object. Okay. So today up to here it's enough. So tomorrow we'll continue. Maybe by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we'll close this pure JavaScript. After that, we'll start Bootstrap, jQuery like that. Okay, fine. But don't expect the ECMA script, TypeScript, even the CSS framework like Sass in this basic UI technologies. Okay, those who join for UI plus Angular, for those everything you will get. Those who join for only UI, you will not get those things. Okay, these things. Okay, fine. Thank you.
So can you share notes?
Just 1 second.